Guys, so this video is going to be all about solving systems by graphing. This should be a review from what we did before. So this first example we're going to look at says solve the system by graphing. And we're going to notice that this first equation is in what we call slope-intercept form, right? So it's in that y equals mx plus b form. So we're going to start with graphing, starting at 4. Because that's our y-intercept, and then our rise and our run for our slope is up 1 to the right 2. So we'll go up 1 and to the right 2. And you can do that a couple of times. The first line I always like to do a few extra points, right? And then we connect. Then I'm going to graph the second line in this other color. Its y-intercept is -8, so I will start down at -8. And then remember, always make your slope a fraction, so we go up to right 1. And there you have our 2 graphed lines. Once you've graphed your 2 lines, you want to look and see, where do my lines intersect? And I see that that's right here on my very poorly drawn lines, right? So I guess I could have used this tool here to make myself a nice straight line, but it's fine. So we're going to see that we go over this many and then up this many. So when you count that out, you see that it is going over 8, up 8. So our answer is 8, 8. You can also do this in Desmos. So we can add a tab, and we're just going to go to desmos.com. And you can just type your 2 equations in there. So y equals 1/2 x plus 4. And y equals 2x minus 8. And I actually did that the hard way. You could also have used, oh no, you can use the Desmos one too. So when you graph that, then you can just kind of zoom out and click on where that answer is, and that's your answer. Okay, taking a look at the second one, this is also solving by graphing, although this time we see that my equations are in what we call standard form, that ax plus by equals c. You can graph this line in 2 ways. Remember, we can look at our intercepts, or we can solve it for y. When I look at this equation, I see that 3 and -2 both divide into 12. So I can easily find that my x-intercept will be 3x minus 2 times 0 equal to 12. So 3x equals 12. So divide by 3, x is equal to 4. And my y-intercept is 3 times 0 minus 2y equals to 12. So -2y equals 12 divided by 2. So y equals 6. So I can find my x and y-intercept very easily. And then I just plot my points at my 2 intercepts. And I'm going to use a nice line here. And really that should have an arrow there. This line, when I look at that, I see that there really isn't room or isn't easy to solve for x, right? I see the 4x, and I see the 30, they won't divide. So for this one, I'm going to simply solve for y. So remember to do that, you want to subtract 2x from both. Woo, I don't know where I got 2x from. Oops. I want to subtract 4x from both sides. Does not work. So I get 2y is equal to -4x plus 30. Divide everything by 2. And I'm just going to have to write this over here. Y is equal to -2x plus 15. This is where graphing isn't great because look, my graph only goes to 10. So then I don't have room to go up to 15. The same thing would work if I tried to use intercepts. So I'm going to kind of think about if I put in 3, I'm figuring I'm starting at 15, I have to go down 2 each time. So I'm thinking maybe if I plug in 3, I'll be able to get a point. So -2 times 3 is -6, plus 15 is 9. So at 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I can go up to 9 and then go down 2 over 1. And keep going down. Why is that not math?